Hello everyone, I am Pooja Purohit, an IELTS expert at IELTS Tutorials Aussies Group. And today I'll be discussing the strategies for your IELTS Speaking Section 1. So most of you might know what to speak and how to speak for your IELTS test. But what exactly is required is how much to speak. And that I'll be discussing today when I talk to you about different strategies for your Section 1. So let's get started. So I'm sure you've seen my previous video with the complete format for your speaking section. I hope you remember that your speaking section 1 has about 11 to 12 questions. You need to speak using 2 to 3 sentences and you're given 4 to 5 minutes to speak here. The examiner will be asking you questions from 3 different topics here. Of course, the examiner might not tell you every time he changed the topic. But you yourself should be confident and comfortable when you're answering your questions. For that, what are the right ways and what is it that you should know how to deal your answers and how to frame your answers, I'll be discussing right away. So your strategy number 1, which is adding reasons. How to add reasons to your answer. Remember, as I already said, you should first give a direct answer to the question asked to you and then add at least 2 to 3 sentences to your answer. How would you be doing that? Let me explain using an example. For instance, the examiner asks you, do you like playing sports? So an appropriate answer could be, yes, definitely. I'm fond of playing both indoor and outdoor games because it helps me to keep physically fit and mentally agile. Here, I've used the word because to state a reason for holding a certain opinion. Similarly, you can use different set of words to state your opinion while you want to add reasons to it. Those words could be moreover, additionally, in addition to, furthermore. These just help you in elaborating your answer. Make a note that first you need to give direct answer to the question, where you have to use paraphrasing. You do not stick to the same set of words given to you by the examiner. You paraphrase, you frame a sentence, you frame an answer, and then you give additional information using 2 to 3 sentences. Let me now discuss with you what exactly paraphrasing is. Paraphrasing is basically using your own set of words or language to explain your answer. You need not use the same set of words given to you by the examiner. Remember, you're being marked for your language skills, where lexical resource is one of your parameters. So the range of vocab or the range of words you come up with, you're marked accordingly. We had this old school technique where we used to repeat the same words from the question given to us. Refrain from doing this. Here, you are unnecessarily losing your points. Instead, you can just replace the basic words with another words. For instance, like can be replaced with prefer, love with fond, happy with ecstatic. Similarly, you can list down topic-wise vocab that you can use to express your answers and you don't have to repeat the same set of words given to you. Now, moving further to strategy number 2. Strategy 2 talks about past comparisons, where let me just explain you using the same example. Do you play sports? You may say, I used to play badminton a lot, but now I play football as my kids are fond of it. Here, you've used a past comparison word, that what you used to do in past and what you prefer doing right now. Remember, you can answer your question in any which ways. It's not your opinion or your perception that is marked. There is nothing right or wrong in your set of answers. Hence, all these strategies just help you in understanding of how you can extend your answer to about 2 to 3 sentences. For all the strategies that I'll be discussing with you, you do not need to worry whether which is right or which is wrong. You just have to stick to any one of it and explain your answer using them. So moving next to our strategy 3, using frequency words. You can also state your answer using the frequency of that event. For instance, if the examiner asks you the same question, do you play sports? So an answer could be, well, I usually play indoor games like chess, but I also go to the club at times to play cricket with my friends. You may also use different frequency words like often, rarely, occasionally, seldom, never. All these words will also help you to frame your answer and present it in a better way. Finally, your last strategy, which is to state examples. Let's discuss the same question that we answered using the other 3 strategies, which is, do you play sports? Now, another way of answering the same question using examples would be, yes, of course, I'm fond of playing both indoor and outdoor games like chess, badminton, football, table tennis, and many more. They just act as a stress buster for me. C. Simplified ways of answering the question using different strategies. There is nothing that you need to cram, there is nothing that you need to mug up. Just understand the rule, which is to directly give answer to the question and then add 2 to 3 sentences, which is an additional information using any of these strategies. Make a note here. Any answer beyond 4 sentences is an elaborate answer for your section 1. Stick to the rule of direct answer and then adding 2 to 3 statements with additional information. So let me also tell you something else. The examiner never marks you on his intuition. He might be able to judge that you are a good speaker. At the same time, whatever you present during the exam, during those 11 to 14 minutes, it is only that he will be able to assess and mark you for. So remember, you know what to speak, you know how to speak. But how to exactly present your complete understanding of the language in those 11 to 14 minutes, that is what is of utmost importance. Another important point to remember here is that you can come across any type of examiner. The examiner might at times just sit with a straight face, giving no expressions at all as to whatever you're speaking is correct or not. And there would be times where you can have an examiner who's smiling and agreeing to whatever you're speaking. In either case, you don't need to worry. It will not be impacting your scores at all. Your complete test is being recorded, and it is whatever you speak, your language skills, that is being evaluated. And lastly, I would just want to tell you one more thing. Do not worry if your opinion will match with that of the examiner or not. The examiner there is not judging your perceptions or your thoughts. He's only sitting there to evaluate your language skills. And that is what you have to present to the best of your ability that day. For further practice, you can easily download our IELTS Tutorials exam practice app, the link for which is given in the description below. So if you found the video to be interesting and engaging and you could gather some information for your test, then do like, subscribe and share. If you want us to make further videos on any other topic of IELTS, do mention that in the comment box. Thank you for watching. All the very best for your exam.